ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Is It Worth the Grind video. Today we're looking at the Kranvagn. We've done the tier 9 and now is the tier 10. I'm gonna do the rest of the line at some point as well, but I just want to get this out of the way because people have been, asking their opinions on this tank and I haven't been delivering those yet. So here we go, the Swedish tier 10 heavy tank. Let's start with an armor, and flat out from the start you see that turret is go fuck yourself zone. You do not shoot at this frontally, it's not gonna do anything. There is a shot trap in the turret though that does work if you are lucky enough to hit it. It's not very big, but if you hit the bottom of the turret ring here, the shot can ricochet into the armor here, which is not that thick. It's not gonna auto pen, but if it ricochets into a good angle, I have been penetrated that way more than once. If you are spamming gold on these, even then I wouldn't really go for the turret because it doesn't really make any fucking difference unless you're in a Yak Panzer, and then you can try, but even then, like, it's not really a reliable way to pen these tanks. The hull, however, is not even nearly as good as you would expect. When the tank is using the gun depression, you still cannot go for the upper plate, as the angle is going to be way too steep on that, but lower plate in this case is going to be a great place to go for. Obviously the sides and the ass and everything else is completely made out of cheese, but still frontally the best armored heavy tank in the game by, well, no doubt about it. You do have these cupolas, but once again, if you are now reloading and sitting hull down, or just generally, like if you see that somebody might shoot your cupolas, just elevate your gun just by a bit and they will have no chance of even hitting them. The worst they can do is hit your gun, or, if they're lucky, you fucking wankers, they could try to hit your turret ring. So yeah, there is that. That being said, I don't think there's really much to talk about the armor here, so let's just straight go to the replay and talk about the rest of the stuff there. Alright, so here's the game. Pretty much perfect matchmaking for me. Westfield, tier 10 game, pretty light one at that, only with 4 tier 10s per team. Get a good spawn right on the hill, and obviously the first thing you do is peek over the top of it and just shoot somebody in the face for 4 times and do 1200 damage, because that is as easy as it can get, and plus you never gonna get penetrated back. So you should always do that if you spawn on this map in this tank in there is no arty. Obviously we're gonna get all the spots as well here, and that's quite a lot of them. Gonna be going for the guy that is highest on the hill, because obviously it's an easy shot for us and nobody else can really shoot me. Even if the turret armor is great, I don't want the Skoda, for instance, to be able to shoot me in the side, because that would not be very smart. Alright, let's talk about the stats, comparing it to a 57 heavy. So you do get 2000 hit points, 390 meter view range, top speed forward 60, backwards 18, power to weight 15.73, tank traverse 30, turret traverse 25. Self stats are really similar, not really a big difference there. When we come to the gun, 2285 DPM, terrible. 400 damage per shot, 252 penetration. Reload between shot in the clip is 3 seconds. The reload of the clip itself is around 30 seconds no matter what you do with it. Aim time 2.5, accuracy 0.36. Soft stats on the gun are severely better. When it comes to the gun depression and elevation, you get 12 elevation, or no, 10 elevation all around. 12 depression to the front and the sides, and towards the back you get 7 to the corners and 11 to the back. Alright, so we shot 2 more shots and this is getting a bit dodgy. The enemies have a lot of angles on me, and now there's an object 907 behind me as well, so this is getting really dodgy. You can see that you cannot multitask with this tank. The turret traverse is bad, and the turret is not very strong whenever you're not facing it forwards towards your enemies. So if you don't have the frontal engagement in this tank, it gets quite tricky and it's really hard to actually make it work properly. This IS-7 decides to chill on the top of the hill and let me shoot him twice, which is great, and I'll definitely take it. And now we're reloading again, and one thing you really notice between this and the 57 is how much worse your reload is. Sure, I can't complain in this game. I definitely would be doing way worse in a 57 heavy. It would be way harder to get my gun down enough to shoot anything, and it would generally be just a way worse of a time. Not sure where he penned that, but I guess I actually showed him my lower plate there, so that was not very smart of me. Now the turret is pushing me, so is the IS-7. This is not really where you want to be in life, but we do bounce this shot luckily, and we will be able to finish the turret off. We have already bounced 2k, but then again, it's mostly because I knew I could rely on my turret armor. In most cases you can. There are some instances where you get shot in the turret in really weird angles where you really don't think you should have taken any damage, but now our armor is holding up fine here. So the general playstyle of this tank is literally hull down or go fuck yourself, because if you are not hull down in a Kranvagn, you are just a bad 50B, bad 57 heavy, because on the flat ground nobody's gonna bounce it, nobody's gonna shoot the turret, everybody's gonna shoot the hull, and you're gonna cry every time with your terrible DPM, shitty gun handling, and really nothing going for you. The 50B is faster with much better gun, and the 57 heavy just has this ridiculously good DPM that this tank cannot compete with at all. Alright, well, anyways, we're loaded again. New clip with 4 shots. First one gets wasted on me trying to snapshot a tier 10 medium. The second will probably go into this E1, but we need to get a better angle, and that actually bounces as well. The third shot will go into the ass of an IS-7, but go fuck yourself. And the fourth one will finally do some damage, so that was like the biggest waste of Kranvagn's clip ever, but this E1 should die without me interfering with that much. The E50 does go for a ram. Kind of unnecessary amount of hit points he loses in that, but since he gets the kill, I guess we can't really complain about that too much. Alright, so next up are these people close to me. The problem though is that if they have people more to the back, like the Centurion HMx, those can easily shoot me again. Once your turret is not facing directly towards the enemy you're shooting at, they're gonna be able to pen you, as we'll find out right now with the RU penning the side of my turret. Then again, since he just fired, we have time to shoot this KV-4 one more time, and now we have to be way more careful about our life, because we are close to being a one-shot for even the 240 guns. Managed to put in a nice shot into that CDC as well while he was running across, so things are, you know, not looking terribly at the moment. We have done already 5.8k damage, 1800 assisted, and 2.6k bounce, so just chilling here and reloading now. Still have a full health gorilla, camping the entire game. Conway is almost dead, somehow that happened, but not really relevant. And Type 4 actually gets the kill on the 62A, so I mean things are looking decent at the moment. Less decent now, but it's still 12 to 10, so we should be winning this. So I am pushing forwards now and gonna try to catch out either the CDC or the RU. Well, anything will do really at this point. We really need that gorilla to start playing the game as well. Kind of really reuniting with my team, and the fact that everybody apart from the gorilla is literally a one-shot for anything really is gonna make this quite a tricky game to win, even if we do have the advantage. Also, because they have that RU-251, his camo is gonna be way better than any of our tanks, and he's gonna be able to put free damage into somebody at least almost 100%. And I just hope that he doesn't high roll if that is me who is gonna take that hit. Just pushing up here. Really nothing we can do about it. I mean, we have to put the pace up because we are winning, and there's that RU shot, and I don't even get to spot him, which is really sad for me. And now this is a shitty position to be in. I'm literally stuck here. I can't really do anything. The HMx has that angle now, and the RU is on the other side. The Type 4 heavy gets picked up, so this is looking worse and worse by the second. The gorilla does spot the RU, and we are going to be peeking that, and that works reasonably well for the first shot, and he also fires, so we could have gotten the second shot in there as well, but not fast enough there. Centurion HMx picks up another kill, already on 6 on that guy. So yeah, still being really close this game. The gorilla has 1000 hit points, so I mean we should be fine. I still have 3 shots left as well, so you know, things could be worse. The gorilla needs to not be a dumbass and not get penned in the face by HE. That is exactly what happens though, and that is not very nice for us. Also, I think he fired, so the CDC might be trying to push him as well. I mean, that's not how you play the gorilla. You don't sit in the open. He does get the kill though, so I guess that is fine. And now the Centurion only on 570 hit points. I do need to hit all 3 shots in order to kill him, but we start off with a bounce. We actually didn't need to hit all 3 shots. We needed only to hit 2 shots. We do hit 1, and the last one does not hit shit, so yeah, now I'm kind of relying on my teammates not to be retarded, and the first one to be retarded is this Conway. That's not very nice of him to do that. He could have waited till the Centurion is forced to fire again, or he could have just done nothing. And the Gorilla gets picked up as well, and I'm stuck with this shit DPM in hopes that I can reload in time. I mean, this guy's never gonna shoot my turret. It's not like you get 8 kills by shooting Kranvagn's in the turret, so I know I have to fucking jump off the cliff. And we are able to reload just in time to get the fucking nail-biting win there. Really all because of my potato aim. Alright, so here's the end plate. 3912 experience, ace tanker, steel wall, high caliber, and that's like cold-blooded, lucky, I don't know what the fuck that medal is, no idea. Ended up doing 6,774 damage, 3,000 blocked by armor, 1,866 assisted, and 5 kills. Base XP of 1,304. So yeah, the Kranvagn, whenever you can play it hull down, it is close to being broken, if not broken. It's very, very good, very powerful. There's not much your enemies can do as long as they don't have flanking shots or shots in your hull. There's not really many ways you can hurt this tank when you have to deal with it hull down. However, it is not that easy. While there is a lot of positions on a lot of maps that you can go hull down, a lot of the time they won't be relevant. A lot of the time you will have to play on flat ground, and whenever you do that, you're way worse off in the Kranvagn than in the 50B or the 57 Heavy. Those tanks are just better overall. They're better at everything but hull down. Both of them are. 57 does have worse gun handling, but the amount of... So yeah, that's the Kranvagn. Situationally overpowered, situationally mediocre. Is it worth the grind? Well, I mean, there's not really a good reason to discourage anybody from grinding these. I mean, they are great tanks. I don't personally enjoy playing them that much, but you cannot disagree that this tank is very good. And the entire line from tier 8 up is very good as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you on the next one.